Hello, welcome to the channel. This video is about prepositions. Let's get started.
Now let's talk about prepositions of movement. When we use verbs like go, run, travel, and walk, we often need to use prepositions of movement to indicate the destination or direction of people and objects. One commonly used preposition of movement is across. For example, we can say we walked across the road, or they sailed across the sea. The preposition across helps convey the idea of moving or traveling from one side to another. It emphasizes the traversal or crossing of a particular area or surface.
Today, we talk about prepositions of movement. Let's take a look how many prepositions related to movement.
Across, for example, we walked across the road, or they sailed across the sea. Along, movement in a parallel direction alongside something or someone. For instance, we strolled along the beach, or the train chugged along the tracks. Down, to descend or move in a downward direction. For example, the leaves cascaded down from the tree, or he slid down the hill. From, to indicate the starting point or origin. For instance, they came from different countries, or the package arrived from Australia. The preposition into is used to indicate movement or transition from the outside or current location to the inside or interior of something. It implies a change of position or state. For example, we can say, the rabbit hopped into the burrow, to convey the action of the rabbit moving from outside the burrow to inside it. Similarly, she jumped into the pool suggests the person leaping from a location outside the pool and entering the water. The preposition into emphasizes the direction of movement towards the interior of an object or space. Off, to move away from or dismount from something. For instance, he jumped off the diving board, or she peeled the sticker off the book. Onto, moving to a surface or getting on top of something. For example, the cat leaped onto the table, or she ran onto the pitch. The terms round and around can often be used interchangeably, but they have slightly different connotations. Round typically suggests movement in a circular or curved path, often involving a complete circuit or rotation. On the other hand, around indicates movement in a general or unspecified direction without a specific circular path or rotation. For example, we can say the children ran around the playground to indicate that they were moving in a general direction without following a specific circular path. In this case, around implies movement throughout the playground without a specific pattern. Similarly, we can say the carousel spun around and around to describe the circular or rotating movement of the carousel. In this context, around and around emphasizes the continuous circular motion of the carousel, through to move from one side or area to another, often by passing or traveling through. For example, they walked through the forest, or the sunlight shone through the window. To indicate the destination or goal. For instance, we're flying to Paris tomorrow, or she gave the gift to her friend. Towards, to move or direct oneself in the direction of something. For example, the ship sailed towards the horizon, or they ran towards the finish line. Up, to ascend or move in an upward direction. For instance, he hiked up the mountain, or the balloon floated up into the sky. These examples showcase the usage of various prepositions of movement in describing the direction or destination of people, objects, or actions.
There are some other prepositions not just limited to the usage of prepositions of movement. They also include the prepositions of places. Let's take it up.
Some tips for your reference. Certain prepositions of place can also serve as prepositions of movement, indicating direction or motion. Take the preposition over as an example, which can express both location and movement. Over as a preposition of place, there's a cloud over us. This describes the cloud's position in relation to us. Over as a preposition of movement, we flew over Paris. This indicates the direction or path of our flight, moving above the city. In both cases, over is used to convey a sense of position or movement relative to a specific location. By understanding the dual nature of prepositions like over, we can effectively communicate both the spatial relationship and the direction of motion in English.
Very nice. That's all for today. like this video and subscribe our channel. See you next time. Goodbye.